So in my previous video, I explained the categories of AI, and I want to talk about generative AI. I want to use ChatGPT. A lot of us know ChatGPT. That's why I want to serve an example. But there are a whole lot of generative AIs out there. Now, I want to talk about prompts in AI, prompts in ChatGPT. When it comes to prompts, there are a whole lot of things that comes to place. The text that you give to your large language models, yes, to probably generate summaries or conclusion or do some research. Yes, that's prompts. There's something I think said. She said that when she wants to give ChatGPT a prompt, her prompt is normally so big, which is actually correct. Let's give an example. For instance, I come to you and tell you that I'm sick. What will you say? You'll be like, oh, sorry. Or you ask me what's wrong with me. And I come and tell you another scenario. I come and tell you, oh, I'm having headache and fever. You'll be like, probably you have malaria, right? But when I come to you, I say, hey, I'm having headache, I'm having fever, my breast's sore, my period is like 2 weeks late. Yes, you're already thinking, oh my gosh, she's pregnant, right? That's what happens when you're working with prompts. The more information you give to it, the more results you're going to get. Another thing about prompts is, let me paint a scenario for you. So one time, a friend of mine said that ChatGPT was giving her some information that were incorrect, and she was like, if he didn't, they didn't. I called out her attention and I told her that some of these AIs don't really have access to data, because AI is all about data. It's all about input and output mappings. So it's about the data that is being fed. And if it doesn't have data of what you're looking for, it's not going to give you a good result, right? So what you can actually do is probably, okay, me, I'm into the crypto field. And what I can basically do is, if I have a project that I want to talk about, maybe understand it better or do a summary or write a brief tweet, I will go to that project website, copy out the documents that I want and paste it on ChatGPT. Sometimes you could just copy the link and send it to ChatGPT and tell it to give me a summary. Now you could explore a lot of things with your prompts. You could give it examples of how you want it to reply you. Probably you want it to reply you as someone that is professional or someone that is cracking jokes or whatever. You have to edit your prompt in such a way that you can go on the ChatGPT to give you your answer. I hope I'm making sense. Yes, but there's another thing about prompts. Like I said, I'm into crypto. So there was this project that I was interacting with. I can't really remember the name of the project, but most times, even if you give it a prompt that is like this, it just gives you 2 lines answers. And I was wondering, I was like, why is it that you're always giving me 2 lines? Like, you're never giving me more than 2 sentences. And he told me it's because it's built to give me 2 sentences. And when I was learning about prompt engineering, it made me understand that in prompt engineering, there is temperature and TP. And this is being programmed depending on how flexible or rigid they want the prompt to be. And if you want it to give you a rigid or limited answer, you're going to reduce the temperature, right? It's a whole lot of people that are in prompt engineering and all that. So I think that's that for prompts. That's what I have to share. Bye.